welcome to another video from Sorare Assist. On this channel we offer hints and tips on Sorare players, especially those sought after budget options. So sit back and let us guide you through the Sorare world. In today's video I'm going to be highlighting 8 budget to mid-priced players that could shine in the upcoming game week. Game week 162 that starts at 6 PM on the 30th of April. Before we get into it, please remember to smash that like button and share this video. It really helps support the channel. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel using the big red button below and ping that notification bell to be the first to know about any new videos or budget players. If you have any questions or comments about this video or Sorare in general, please comment below. I will aim to reply to all comments. If you've not signed up to Sorare yet, there is a link in the description below if you did wish to do that and bag yourself those all important free cards. Now that's out of the way, let's get into today's video. So as I say, today I'm going to be I've selected and scouted 8 budget to mid-price players who could shine in the upcoming game week. All these players play for teams that are odds-on favourites at the bookmakers. Okay, so we're talking of odds of 1.80 and below. So most of these teams are the odds-on favourites, so they have got an easy fixture coming up. Okay, so let's. I'm hoping to do a few videos on a few scouting videos like this as well in the future. So if you do like these videos and you want more of these videos, please do comment in the description below, or please like this video. That would really give me an indication that you want more content like this. Okay then, let's get stuck in. So as I say, this is for the game week 162, which starts on the 30th of April at 6 PM. These are all the tournaments that are available, but this team is, these players you can use in many teams of course, but I would expect this team to easily get over the threshold on the global all-star. Okay, so let's get stuck in first. I'm going to start with defenders, then go on to midfielders, and finally forwards. So the first player that I've selected is kind of aching for Fenerbahce. As you can see from his scores, he's got a fantastic average here. He's 32, but he has got a contract till the end of next season. Look at his scores, they're absolutely fantastic. He's probably one of the best defenders on the platform, and he's only $163, which is 0.068 Ethereum. If you look at his stats from this season, as you can see, he's an attacking left back. He's on corners as well for Fenerbahce, and is just a consistent performer. He's started 25 games this season. He's got 9 assists. High passing as well actually, which is good, and as you can see he's got a high key pass per game as well. So it's a fantastic option, and I'm pretty confident that he's going to have another fantastic game week with Fenerbahce having an easier fixture. Now Fenerbahce, just to show you what they're playing, the fixture they've got is they're at home to Erzurumspor. Sorry if I pronounced that wrong, but that's the fixture that they've got in the upcoming game week. So I expect Erkin to get a very good score there. Okay, so the next player we've got is another defender, this time in the South Korean League, K-League, is David Bulfes. Okay, so again, another fantastic scorer. It's only 30. Look at his previous scores. As you can see, he's got very good high scores as well. He's 0.062, which is again cheap for a defender of this quality. And just look at his stats for this season so far. 11 games in. He's got 1 goal. High passes, as you can see here. 60 passes per game on average, which is brilliant. And 86% pass accuracy as well. So Ulsan Hyundai are actually at home to Gwangju in the South Korean K-League. Okay, like I say, they are the favourites for that match. Okay, the next option we've got Again, another defender, this time from the J League. So plenty of options here are spread across the different leagues. It's Katsuya Nakato. And he plays for Kashima Antlers. Really cheap actually, 0.035. If you look at his scores, pretty consistent performer. And he is capable of these high scores as well, as you can see, which is fantastic. And with him having an easier fixture, we would expect that he could get those high scores as well that we have seen from Nagato previously. This season is having a fantastic season. He's on corners for Kashima. As you can see, he plays on the left wing or left back role. He's scored 1 goal in 8 starts and also got 2 assists. So he is a fantastic option, and he is on form recently. Look, as you can see in his last 5 games, he's assisted 2 and also scored 1. So Kashima then, who have they got for that game week? Well, they're actually away, but to Yokohama FC. Okay, now I believe they're not doing too great, Yokohama FC. And as you can see, the bottom of the table, they've won none, drawn 2, lost 9. So yeah, Nagato is a fantastic option and is really, really cheap at the moment as well, which is surprising because he's quite young and is a really good option there. Okay then, so now we're going to move on to the midfielders. And the first midfielder I've got here is Yoon-Bit Garam. 30-year-old player. As you can see, he's got some good stats here. Last 5 has not been that fantastic. 50 is still good though. But as you can see in his last 15, last 40, he's been on fantastic form. So he is due a really good score, this guy, because he is very capable of getting consistent good scores. He's 0.085 Ethereum on the market at the moment. And if we just look at his scores, as you can see, he's capable of these high numbers. And he's got some brilliant scores there. Lowest score was 20, but only on 2 occasions there in the last year. But as you can see, he's got some fantastic scores there, which is really good. Plays for Ulsan Hyundai in the K League. This season he's got 11 starts, scored 2 and assisted 1. He's more of a central midfield player though. He does see a lot of the ball, as highlighted by his 44 passes per game. 88% accuracy as well, which is fantastic for the accuracy bonus on Sorare. And he has got 1.8 key passes per game as well. As you can see, he's also on corners for Ulsan Hyundai. So a really, really, really good option. Ulsan Hyundai, we've already highlighted, are home to Gwangju in the K League, which is perceived to be an easy fixture. And Ulsan Hyundai are doing really well as well. They're currently 2nd in the table in the K League. Okay, so next option we've got here is Adam Meyer, who plays for Utrecht. His current price is 0.191 in Ethereum, which is quite high really, but for a midfielder of this quality, it's actually cheap. Okay, so he is doing fantastic. He's the 9th midfielder in the last 15 games in terms of scores. As you can see, his scores are brilliant. So even though this price looks quite high, that is actually a really low price for a quality midfielder, and he's only 27. As you can see, when he does play, he's got fantastic scores there. Brilliant, brilliant player. Let's have a look at his stats for the season. As you can see, he's on corners for Utrecht. 22 starts, 2 goals and 4 assists. He's got high passing, 48 passes per game, 80% accuracy. And he's also got 2.6 key passes as well, which is fantastic. And he's created 7 big chances this season. As you can see there, he's more around the centre of the park. So he's not really a goal scorer, he's another sort of ball keeper. But these players can score high, even though they don't score that often. So let's have a look who Utrecht have got then in the league for that game week. And as you can see, they're at home to William 2. Okay, so again, that is perceived to be another easy fixture. So fantastic midfield option there in Adam Meyer. So next we've got Ray Vlad, who's another midfielder, plays for Hercules. He's only 0.122 Ethereum, which is fantastic. So if you look at his scores here, the last 15, the last 5, brilliant scores, played 100% of the games as well. And just look at these, he's got 3 100 scores there. He's got some fantastic scores here as well. And these averages are also pretty decent as well. But when he's got an easy fixture, which he has this game week coming up, we would expect him to get one of these higher numbers. So let's have a look at his stats from this season then so far. He's on corners again for Hercules. He's scored 15 goals in 30 starts, which is fantastic. And he's also got 6 assists. He does have a high goal threat as well, as you can see, with his 2.1 shots per game. And if you look at his last 10 games, he's scored loads and he's also assisted. He's also on penalties as well for Hercules, which is highlighted by this goal here, which is scored from the penalty spot. So let's have a look who Hercules have got this game week then. So they're actually at home to Venlo. So that is perceived again as an easy fixture. As you can see, the odds are here as well actually. 1.55 to win at home to Venlo. So for this price, 0.122 for a quality midfielder like that, who is capable of getting the 100 scores, is a fantastic option. So the final midfielder for today is Dimitri Payet. Now this guy has been really undervalued for quite some time now. His price is creeping up now though, but he did have a bit of a shaky start to the season, but now he's back on form and managers are starting to notice that. He's 0.142 Ethereum on the market at the moment. He's 34, but he has got a contract for another 2 years, I believe. So he's obviously not lacking in fitness or anything like that. And as you can see, he is capable of these big numbers as well in the Sorare scoring matrix. Plays for Marseille. Marseille are having a bit of a resurgence this season, having a really good season, and they are trying to challenge for the Europa League or Champions League spots as well. So looking at the stats then, even though this wasn't his best season, like I say, he has got better as the season's gone on, but he is capable of doing much better as well. He's on corners for Marseille. He's had 24 starts, 7 goals and 9 assists, which is fantastic. He also has 1.2 shots per game. And as you can see, he really is on form at the minute for Marseille in their European run up to the European qualification spots. These boots here, if you've not used SofaScore, highlight assists. And these obviously are goals. So as you can see, he's banging in the goals and he's also getting plenty of assists as well for his teammates. So Payet is another fantastic option for this game week. Let's just have a look who Marseille are playing this game week. There we go. So they're at home to Strasbourg. Okay, so again, that is another perceived easy fixture as well. So yeah, I expect Payet to be among the goals and among the assists in that game. Another fantastic option there. Okay then, so finally we've got the only forward that we've got on the game. Even though it says a midfielder here, if you look at the actual cards, let's just click on one here. He is actually a forward. You can see there, look, it's a forward. So he's 34, but he is one of the main men for Orlando still. 0.225 Ethereum on the market at the moment. And as you can see from his average scores, they're really, really, really good. And he has got fantastic numbers across the board as well for the last year, which is fantastic. There's not many games there in the last year, but that is due to the COVID situation that affected the MLS, of course. So let's have a look at his stats then for this season. So he's having a fantastic start. He's obviously only played 2, but he's scored 1 already. But as you can see from his games here in the last 10, so this is going into last season as well, he is showing some fantastic numbers We'll just have a quick look at last season's numbers there. As you can see, he's on corners, gets all over the pitch as well. He even defends. Really good player, really good. So he had 22 starts last season, 9 goals, 5 assists. And I expect a similar season as well from Nani this season. So in terms of the fixture then, who have Orlando, Florida got in this game week? So let's have a quick look at that then. Just have a quick look. So he has got the home to Cincinnati. Okay, so that's the fixture they got. Again, heavy favourites for that one, and I would expect a few goals there. I would expect Nani to be among the goals. He is 34, like I say, but he is the captain of Orlando, and I expect him to play on many more seasons. If you've watched any of the games that he's playing in, it looks really fit, and I don't think he's struggling in terms of fitness or anything like that. So it's probably the dearest option on from these budget options here, but for this kind of player is probably a really cheap price there. Okay. So that's all the players really. That's all the selections from this game week. If you have any thoughts on today's video, then drop them down in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, like I say, please like and subscribe to the channel by smashing the subscribe button below. Don't forget to ping that notification bell as well to be the first to be informed about any new videos. If you do like this sort of content, I will be looking to do more of this on a weekly basis, but I do need your guys' feedback, so please do that by liking the video or commenting in the comments below. I'd really appreciate it. You can also follow me on Twitter, which is @Sorare Assist. The link for that is also in the description below. And there's also a link in the description to sign up to Sorare. If you've not signed up to them yet, then get signed up and get those all important free cards. I'll hopefully see you in the next video. Okay, see you soon.